Fellow Crusader here, and welcome to part 19. So I've had a couple of people message me and sort of saying, well, when's going to be the big reveal? Well, I can reveal to you now that it won't be done. We're nearly there. We've had a few setbacks, we're nearly there. You might say, well, we've got no mud guards on. Yeah, well, you know, mud guards are to come. They're ready. It takes about 20 minutes to bolt a mud guard on, so we're not far away there. But yeah, we've had a few to's and fro's and backwards and forwards, but she's all running okay now. It's all wired up and she's all on the button. So diesel in the tank. So you'll see all that's happening in this episode. So sit back and enjoy, and hopefully by Monday I'll yeah, see, tomorrow's Saturday, yeah, so hopefully by Monday we'll have wheels on. We're that close. So yeah, sit back and enjoy, and I'll catch you again soon. Right, so we'll start at the beginning then. We'll see the video of cutting the plate out. But you'll see I've got my lines drawn down here, and then I've marked off at intervals where I'm going to drill my holes for the spot welds. And so that sits on there. You've got 5 rivets in there and 2 in the end. And everywhere there's a mark, there's a spot weld. I suspect when they started fitting the narrowing around about 42 of the wall, speed the process up. I said, bugger this, you know, riveting everything. We'll set to and we'll spot weld. No holes to drill, just a quick, and you know, the job was sort of done. So it would save time. It would also save on materials, because obviously steel was in shortage, and they, in a bid to save steel, is the reason why they went to narrow wings and so forth. So I'm going to relay these marks now onto there, like that. Because on the back side of that, I just need to grind the red oxide off. So guys, I can, I think I've already done this one. Yeah, there. I'll get right in a minute. That was right. So I can just grind the paint off. This one painted green both sides. I'll just give it a lot of paint. It's a poor state, this one was. I've had to repair, put a fresh end in it and so forth, because I was short on stays. So I'll just grind the bits off, spray a bit of Pro Weld on, which is that, which is just silver paint, but it's the stuff you can weld through. So that's where we are now. So I'll set to and drill them holes and then bring you back. I'll just explain this process all the way through. I know you've seen some of this before, but I'll just sort of do refer to bits that I did that you wouldn't have seen. So just so you can see, well, hopefully we can see, next door to the chalk mark, look at a little like round dimple. That's one of the original spot welds. It's not been ground off fully, like. And above it, look, you can see the other one. And it focuses in there, look. One there, look, and one on the top there. I can't see any more along it, but I just noticed them. I just thought I'd show you that. So from about 42 on, they spot welded these, whereas everything before it would have been riveted. Okay then, so this is how far we've got Saturday, and we've got the mainstay of the rivets in there, and the first stay is on, and I'm now about to put the second stay on, which is them rivets there, look. And then just them oddball ones up there. So by today that will be finished. I have had to help my daughter. They're putting the drainage into the living van that they've got on the site at the moment, because we're knocking the house down and having a new house built. Well, I'm not, they are. But so I had to go and help and get the drainage in, and judging by today, Sunday, absolutely pissing it down rain. So it's just as well we got it in yesterday. So anyways, we'll have another go today and finish this bit off, and then we'll catch you on the next one. Okay, so we're all spot welded up. You can't see the spot welds now because it's all been flushed off, but they're all done. All the rivets are in there now, look. All the way down the stay, look. So they're all in. Now, there is some rivets to put in this edge, but really and truly they can only be put in when I fit the mudguard top. So that's it now for this. Now we just need to get the mudguard top and repair that bad corner. And once that's been done, then that can be put on and spot welded and riveted. So it's Sunday, and we're getting sort of caught up with the mudguard like, so we'll not be long now. Okay then, so it's well, 9:45 on a Sunday night. So we've got the mudguard pretty much together this weekend, which is a good job. Got all its spot welds in all the way around, and the only thing that's left to do is to put the 2 rivets in here, and I've got 3 to put in this end, 1 in 2 in there, look, and that one, and then that's all riveted up all the way through. All the way through. So and these have all been spot welded on as well. See, we'll just ground the paint, look, everywhere the paint's been ground as a spot weld. So that's that side all good and done, look, right down to the last bit. See where my spot welds has come through, look, all up there, look, around there, look. So yeah, so the bolt heads there, look, is where the rivets will come through. And then you've got the rivets in there. Can we see it? Yeah, the rivets are in there, look. And then the stay, all the rivets, all in, look. So that's my weekend's work basically. I mean, yeah, I've had to do other bits and pieces as well to help my daughter out, but and my son-in-law for that matter. But yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. Tomorrow morning I'll pop the rivets in, and then I'll get my first coat of oxide on, and then we'll get some green on. So then I'll still have a pair of mudguards. And so yeah, pair of mudguards. Basically we can start fitting stuff up at long last. Get my mudguards on and all bolted up. Yeah, that's another thing I've got to do, is I've got to do a dry run with this, because my, where is my pressed tin bracket? Oh, they're hanging up here. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to drill a hole in that one. I mean, where it bolts on to the mudguard. Because what it does, it's bolted and then welded. And I've just painted them. So I'm wondering now, probably that was a bad idea. Okay, so we're doing a dry run of the right hand side mudguard. Got the bracket in there. I've got to drill this bracket because there's no holes or anything in it. They've all been filled in. So everything's pretty much in, and the bolting is in the bottom corner there, look, just sticking out. Bracket's tight up so it all fits. So it's just a question now of just tweaking that bracket so as it as with this bracket, a little bolt should run through pretty much on this seam. Put my torch on so we can see. Yeah, should start through here, and you see where I drilled and put my spot weld in there, and so I think it just wants tweaking up a little bit. Just so as I'll check the bracket on the other mudguard with that bolt, but it looks a bit low to me, so it's probably got a little bit of a twist in it somewhere. If you remember, I had to twist and sort the other one out because it wasn't sitting up square, but to be fair, it's not sitting too bad. So I'll do a few tweaks, drill a hole, and then I'll come back. Okay, so we got the mudguard red oxided and complete, as you can see. The bracket's all on and spot welded up. We've done the dry run and everything's seems to be okay. Another little thing there, the battery carrier is upside down as you see there, but there were two bosses on the bottom of the carrier, and I just had to make a little bracket and adapt my oil pressure gauge dashboard bit, whatever you like to call it. So that's another little job done, and I've just been masking out. Oh dear. Bit of masking out on the tractor just so I can colour in with that the new coated paint that I've blooming got. But anyway, so yeah, the dashboard's been oxided a couple of times now and rubbed down just to smooth him up a bit, and it's beginning to look okay. So so today, that's what we achieved on Monday, so we're not doing too bad. So today is Tuesday, and it's all about paint. So this has had two, if not three coats. So I'm just going to rub this down and give this another coat today. Just the wing top, just to smooth it off a bit because they're getting quite rough. So that's pretty much it. So we'll catch you again a bit later. Okay, right, so I just drained the water off to change the bypass hose because I couldn't stop it from leaking. One partly because the clips were seized up, but it got a fair bit of rusting behind it. So the little blue pipe there, which is a silicone pipe, and it was nice and flexible, it was easy to get in. Well, I say easy, it was fairly easy to get in. So I replaced that, and in order to do that I had to drain the water off. Plus I wanted to get the pipe off and the dynamo off and the bits and pieces so I can just colour code like my blooming engine and the back end after getting the paint mismatched. But anyways, so I just looked up the bottom hose port of the pump, and what I thought was a lump of rust, I tried to fish it out, ended up fishing 3 stones out. I mean, that's just you know, just crazy, isn't it? You know, bits of, how the hell did they get in there? They can't go down the radiator, so how the hell they got in there, I don't know. And little bits of granite stone. But anyway, just lucky I decided to change it, otherwise they could have got into the bloody impeller of the pump and buggered things up. But anyway, right, so yeah, we've been painting again, bit of rubbing down and painting, as you can see. Right, so we're doing the mudguard look, she's finished, and we just got the first coat on the inside, and when it's dry I'll flip it over and do the other side. And as I said before, now, look, you know, we sort of mashed a few bits out to try and colour code the tractor up, which is an arse about way of going about doing things, but when you get your paint wrong shade, what the hell can you do? So that's where I am at the minute, and yeah, a few bits to do. Right, so a bit of a late start today. Today is Wednesday, but to be fair, we was painting right up until about 11:30 last night. But you see, you've still got the masking tape on, just got to be took off. And we've got the mudguards all painted now, so that's the second mudguard finished. The seat spring and the air cleaner parts look, radiator tops, and got a rad top now, look, and the dashboard and foot plate and air cleaner bottom, and done the axle, and as you can see, we've had a bit major strip out after you got it all running, but because of the bloody paint colour change, I had to do something with about it. But so I thought it was just easy to just strip them bits off, paint, and then put the bits back on, and then I can redo like my injector pipes and bits and pieces just to yeah, to bring them back into being. So yeah, it was a good day altogether, really, and when I get the paper off my tank, when I can find out where I joined it. Yeah, you'll not see it on there very well, but I think it'll be fair colour match now, so I'm pleased about. So I'll get the masking off and start fitting bits back on, and we'll catch up with you later. Right, so it's now dashboard time. We're building it up, getting the amp gauge in and the light switch. And really dogs are barking now. And the hooter button and the start button. And we've got a bit of a menagerie in the back here. Got a few more bits to put in yet, but we're getting there. Also got me starter wires all back on again, and my battery, got my battery top on. I've got to shorten the stays up because they were made for the bigger battery, and I didn't feel the bigger battery looked right on this one, so we just had a smaller one. And I've got to mount the cutout box, but got me 4 pressure gauge plate there, look, and the Kai gas. Not that I need Kai gas for this, but I should put it in just to fill the hole up. So yeah, I mean, I've got both doors open today. It's been a grand day, and let's see if I can come out. See if I can get out the back here. Look, get a better overlook of the. That's better. So yeah, she's taking shape nicely now. Right, catch up with you later. Okay then, so today's job has been rerouting the oil lines. Just hiding in there. Went up over the bend there, look. Got my joiner in there and straight out to the gauge. Got my wire through here for my headlights. I'm going to get a tube to run down the side of the tank. And so we've been doing the dashboard. Got the steering wheel painted, dashboard in, oil gauge, and all that in. And my cut-out box, my oil lines are all in. Cut-out box is under there. I've just got to put the wires on it. And wired all through, look. And dynamo wires are there. And I'm not going to connect up because I need to polarise the dynamo first. And then I'm sure that way, I won't blow the cut-out box. So that's sort of been today's jobs, making the harness all the way through and doing, obviously mounting the cut-out box under the battery carrier and so forth, and assembling the dash panel, which is all sort of fiddly time, but it's all but done now. And tomorrow I'm going to start fitting a mudguard. And because tomorrow's Friday, so yeah, we'll do the mudguards tomorrow, and I set about doing the wheel bolts for the hubs. Not sort of long jobs, them or not, but my kingpins have been painted. Look, not my kingpins, but my stub axles. Axles have been painted again. Just wants assembling. So yeah, we're all in order. We're by Saturday evening we'll pretty much be stood on wheels. Catch you later. So I fished a few bits of straw out of here, like I said I was going to earlier on, and after I found my claw. But also we can't, oh there we go, it's focused there now. Oh. Right, straight down there. Alright, okay. I spy my little eye. Well, believe it or not, there's a brass washer in there and a screw. I can see them because I know what I'm looking at. Right, just bear with me. Well, I've got my long screwdriver here. Just on the end of the screwdriver there. Look, I'm looking at this through the phone, which is a bit strange, trying to work a screwdriver. But that piece there is a washer. And there, on the tip of the screwdriver, look, you just see it. There's a blooming screw there as well. I'll just give it a gentle. Yeah, look, just I'll just get it from just wedged in the core. Yeah, I know I was supposed to get that with my little gadget. Right, so I'm going to have a go at the washer. Just see if I can dislodge it without. And there's the washer. So I'll just get my claw. The blooming handy things these flexible claws are. Look, can you see it? On the end of the claw, look. Unbelievable. The blooming things I found in, in the water pump and now in the radiator is unbelievable. The trouble is I can't see the washer to get it out. I'll just turn this round a bit. Oh, that's it. It's right over the other side. Sorry, the camera. That is the side one. Right, well I'm going to fish it out because I can't get the camera on the same side as I want to. There, look. Inside the bloody radiator, look. So yeah, they will have dropped off the okay, we've got a bit of a twizzle on here now. Right. So there they are, look, the screw and the washer out from underneath the radiator plate cap. I fished several bits of it looks fairly good in there now. I fished several bits of straw out, and there's a couple of bits still left in there. Don't know whether I can get them. Okay, there you go, look. You see that, look, no bit of straw down the core, look. another piece still there, just at the side of it. Look. Oh, that's quite a long bit. You see him, look? And there's still another bit just there. You can just see it, look. So I think that's it pretty much. It's fairly well. She's got the odd core with a bit of stuff in it, like, but it's got more than enough cooling system on one of these compared to what a normal 4270 radiator would be, you know, as in a normal modern day type radiator, if you like. With this big heater tank and the width of the cores that's in there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of cores in there. You know, I mean, it's probably got twice the amount of water that this engine really needs. So yeah, it can only be good. So yeah, that's it. We're on the button as well now. I'll just chuck the rad cap on. Yeah, we've got diesel up and we've bled it out again. So we're doing all good. Got no leaks to date. So yeah, that's all sound. So yeah, basically get the torch set up. Well, I'll put the torch a bit further back here, so that's a bit better. Yeah, so we've got the dashboard all on there now. Everything's lived, and pretty much all I've got to do is press the button. I've got my stop control here, look, which is good. So we'll just, I will start it. Got the actual stand under that side. Where's the actual stand gone? Yeah, I've only got one actual stand under it at the moment. She's sitting on blocks, but because I've had to have a rearrangement with the blocks, she should be alright. Anyway, we'll crack it open. We've still got an issue with starter, but I do believe it's getting better as I press it a dozen times. And I've just got to adjust the stop control because I've got it right out and it won't shut off, but that's easy. So all's good. The only thing I've got left to do on this side now is I've got to find myself a long wire to flash the live from the battery onto the field terminal of the dynamo to polarise it so we don't harm the cutout box. Once I've done that, then I shall be able to see whether the old amp meter is going to show a charge or not. So this is the end of Thursday. So we're pretty good, to be fair, because I mean, it's been tedious doing the wiring and all them sort of bits and pieces, but that's all up and in order now. So now it's just a case of chucking mudguards on. Well, I'm chucking mudguards on. It'll take about half hour to fit a mudguard and a floor plate, and probably less than that. And they're here, just waiting to go on. And like I say, the only other job that's left to do really is to weld the tabs on my bolts, paint the hubs, and then the wheels. So by Saturday night, she should all be good, and I can go for a run on Sunday. So I think that's where I'm at. So you might, video might be a bit late, but at least it'll be there. Anyway, that's Thursday, so what time are we now? Yeah, so it's 20 to 10. I will polarise the dynamo and that before I go in and get the wires on. And then that's pretty much it for today, and we'll have another crack again in the morning on Friday. So catch you tomorrow. Okay, so today is Friday. We got the dashboard on and complete now, look, with its proper bolts, studs, screws, call them what you will. And she charges. Flashed the dynamo last night to polarise it, and she charges. Good oil pressure. So everything's okay. We did end up with a few leaks on the other side, diesel leak, but we've still got a slight weep there now, look, and it's coming out the top of the tap. So I may have to do something about that. I ain't got much diesel in the tank, so I could drain it, but everything else is looking good. So yeah, so that's all good. I have got cable tube to put on this side of the tank for the lights, and yeah, so to sort that out. The tap, you know, the tap never leaked all last night, and I turned it off today to do this leak on this one. And then when I turned it back out, it stopped leaking. I've tweaked it a couple of times, but it's still leaking. So I might have to just take the screw out and take the tap out, and there'll be an O-ring or something's in there that'll sort it out. Because it does mean draining the diesel off, because that's the only tap I've got. I've got no tap further up, you see. So, but anyway, so what I'm at now is this one here, my front axle. Now I've got my jack and bits and pieces out. I'm going to fetch a block, get a jack duct so I can get them middle blocks out, because obviously that sits inside the blooming A-frame of the axle, inside the A-frame. So bit of a Chinese jigsaw, you won't be able to get that in there very well. But anyway, we'll get it jacked up, get them blocks out, get the axle in, and then I'll put a block under each side of the axle so it'll so she can't tip right over. So that's where I'm at the minute, so I'll catch you in a minute. Right, so the bush is in. It's got a lubrication of grease in there. Pin's all greased up, and the back pin, it's there, look, it's all greased up. So it's just a case now of sliding that in, which I shall do shortly. Okay, so the front axle's now on. All buttoned up, pins in. You don't see that one very well, but there's a pin in there, and she goes up and down. It's got its new bush in, so that should help the steering. I've also put a thrust washer in the front of that axle to stop it from flopping backwards and forwards. So when the drag rod shoves the kingpin, it's not shoving the axle forward. And obviously giving you all this movement on the steering wheel. So hopefully that'll help towards the steering. But anyway, we'll move on to the next. Kingpins is the job. Okay, so the final one for this week is, yes, we're not done, as the description says, but we're bloody close. The front axle's on, with my new kingpins, and everything is all yocked up. The wiring is all in there, all sorted. It's all been painted, so it's all uniform colour now, which was a bit of a setback having to do it twice, but this is what happens sometimes, isn't it? So she's all there, look. And the axle. I've rerouted my oil pipe. Goes under there, look, and in and up to the bulkhead. Diesel in the gauge, glass. So yeah, it's all done. So we just got, like I say, mud guards to put on, but mud guards, they're ready. They've only got to be bolted on the foot plates. Well, probably 20 minutes to half hour aside, and they can be bolted on. Ain't a big deal. I've left them off purposely so I can get around the bloody machine. So the dashboard's all in. And the oil gauge is all in. And the all important stop button. And the mud guards are here, all done. Pulleys painted and so forth. We've just got the wheel studs to make. The locking tabs on the wheel studs. But again, it's no big deal. Sort of like Tuesday or Wednesday, we should be bombing up and down, giving it a good road test, ready for the following Sunday. Now, I know I said that it was this weekend, and my daughter got it in her head that it was this weekend. But anyway, I kept on about it, so I ain't got much time left, Anyway, she went and had a look, and of course, we had a week in hand, so that was good. So yeah, well, we'll give it a fire up and see what it does. Just to finish, because I've got no tractors to show you, because I've been too bloody busy with this. But we'll just fire it up and see what she's going to do. Still got the starter issue, but it is getting better. pressure's a lot better now. Like I say, you can just see the amp meter moving, so she's charging okay. I mean, not moved that far because the battery's well up, so yeah, all is good. So I'm happy with that, and that's where we are at here on, where are we? 8:30 now on a Friday night. So I'll just stop it. So yeah, so we're 8:30 on a Friday night. I'm not finished in here yet, although I ought to be, because I ought to be putting the video on. But anyway, that's the final stages I'm in for this one. I'll get the weekend on it and you'll be surprised. I shall soon be having the wheels on. I mean, I've done a lot of fiddly bits, just took us a lot of time, like the wiring, sorting the dashboard out, which is like, well, it's been the best part of 2 days. So you know, it soon takes the time, but it's going to be worth it. And at the end of the day, if I didn't make the deadline, you know, I'm not going to rush or cut corners to get there, but I'm still quite confident that we are going to be there. I mean, that's what it was all about to start with. So it'll run into 20 weeks. So for a track that was sort of stood in the edge bottom, all rusted up, and sort of dragging it out, and just sat in the shed for a few years, and pulled it out, and like I say, and get the engine built up and get as far as we are now, I don't suppose it's too bad. So yeah, so that's it for this one then, and we'll catch you on the next, and the next one is the road run. But I'll probably do a post midweek just so you can see it running before we get there. Catch you later.